Okay, good afternoon. Let's understand first basics of latex. I have taken this presentation from internet, so credit goes to original developer. With that note, let me start giving the basics of latex. So, the way you are using other word compilers like Microsoft Word, etc. So, this latex was developed long back. It's a part of Linux system, open source, so you don't have to pay. That's a good thing, and the clarity of documents developed will be quite good. And then what you call alignments and font setting, etc., is not required. Some when you will write the higher levels of document like your journal paper or books, etc. So typesetting will be done automatically because there will be files and class files of from the publishers itself. So you don't have to worry about what could be font, etc. So automatically done. Then the best part will come like equations. When you have a lot of equations, etc., you will get nice equations. And then so many things are interlinked, like equation number, figure number, etc. So these will be automatically linked, so you will not have, I mean,
It's 3
there will
o'clock.
be a less chance of human error. So that's the advantage of latex. So let's go and understand. So latex will have, like as I told you, the difference between latex and word processor. High typeset quality, easy to include maths formulas. Source file format is not bounded to particular OS or platform. Latex implementation exists for all platforms, so you can, nowadays it is available in Windows also. And then today we are going to take whatever tutorials that I will be taking with online latex. So there is a sharelatex.com website. You don't have to even install also. So you can create login and start using it. So that's a good advantage. So de facto standard for standard publishing. So actually word, if you start making, it is a painful process to have in a particular format, and as things get disturbed, whole format will get disturbed. That will not happen here. That's another good point. Very few bugs, good for large document, can run even 386 pc. I don't know what is that. Not very easy to learn. So even though it's not easy, but once you practice it, it's like a English only. So you can do it. So this is the simple hello world program that you learn in all other languages, etc. So usually the document starts with the document class, and you can note that all the commands will start with slash. All the commands will start with slash, and this will be kind of style document class. Unfortunately, nowadays these latex processors are there. Automatically these commands, if you know partial command, that means in English, most of the commands are like English words, so automatically it will write completely. So like document class, article, then title, whatever is written within this parenthesis will be your text, and this title is a command, so it will take a title of article or document. Then you can write author name, like for example date you can add here. It is a begin document and end, so you should remember whatever begins must end, otherwise it will give error in compilation. So once there is a begin, there should be end. So and then what you are beginning, there are, these are called as environment. So begin and end. So this is like biggest environment, that is document. So each of the document will have this begin document and end document. In between, so many stuff will be there. And there is a make title, that is title related part, like abstract and etc will be covered up to make title. And below that, so many things will be there. So this is the main body of the program. And then there is another good part is BibTeX, which I'm not going to cover, as you will learn latex and as you go for PhD, etc. For 4 years you will collect different references. So instead of writing towards the end 100 200 references, so as and when you will get new reference, and nowadays online downloading in this BibTeX format is available. That means you don't have to type. So automatically it will get, nowadays there is a Mandolin and some other softwares are there. There automatically that database will get generated in BibTeX format. And then when you will refer those references, only those references will be pulled in your bibliography list, not all. Suppose you have 1000 references in database and you have just referred 100 references in your document, then in the reference list you will have only 100 documents visible, all other will remain in just database. So you don't have to worry and search at the last moment, but over the period you can do that. So it's good you are learning it now, so whenever you go for higher study etc, you can have this software and keep developing your database of references. And then each of these reference will be linked by the key name. You will create your own key name, for example PMP1. So whatever name you have referred, same you will be referring wherever you want that number to come. Same is the labeling. For the figures you will label, for tables you will label, for equations you will label, sometimes for references, sections you can label, and wherever you want to call that number you will refer that label. So what I am saying, that you will understand. Then there are different classes. What is mean by document class? It will be there will be class file. So there are certain sets of rule. What should be font size, what should be gap, what should be the width of page, what should be the height of page. It will be decided in that class file. You don't have to worry. Once you link that class file, automatically document will take shape of that. So that's is called as class file. It's a predefined format like article, report, book, etc. Then there is a packages used apart from this commands given in the document class. There are packages. For example, in C language, as and when you require additional header files, you keep on adding additional header file. Similarly, you keep on adding header these packages. For example, you want to give certain different styles in document, like there is a sub figure, there is a graphics, there is a EPS. Certain packages are available that you can have. And then there is a main body, so where you will be adding your text. So there will be document class, packages, and main body. And then last you can say it will also have text, bibliography, references. Then what is there in document class? So you can see this is a document class. Then there is an option. What are the options? Like you can set the these kinds of option like A4 paper, 11 point, 12 point, 10 point, or 2 column or single column, etc. And then class could be like article, report, book. So accordingly, and then this will be usually dot class file will be there, cls file, and you have to just give the name without extension, right? So and then packages will be there. There will be again packages files will be there, like here EPS. You can insert PS files, PostScript file. These are very high quality figures. I will tell you using MATLAB how to convert these EPS files so that you can get the quality figures. Then so many other classes or packages are there. Then body of the text. Usually the body of the text will start with begin document, as I told earlier, and it will end with end document. Everything comes within this 2 lines. Okay, and then typesetting text, double slash or new line. So this is very important. When you want to go for new line, the way you do it in Word, if you enter in come to next line, it will not take that way. So if you want to give new line, either you will have to give double space or double slash, or you have to say slash new line. And if you have to start on new page, you have to say slash new page. So you can note again each of the commands starts with slash. Then quotations, like bold. If you want to make something bold, you can write slash text B up, and in curly bracket you can put your text, or in curly bracket you can use slash B up first and whatever text you want to write. I will explain you when you will go for. Then if you want to write italic, you can get the emphasis, and then you can use it as a text IT automatically. So you can remember italic. For italic it's a slash IT, for B up it's a slash bf. If you write one two document, you can remember these commands. And if you don't remember this command, immediately you can type it in Google LaTeX bold. So somewhere you will get immediately that command. You don't have to even for underline. You can remember. So there will be hardly 1 to 2 page commands will be there, and then how to include some multiple files. For example, you have big document. For example, when you write thesis, so you cannot write all these 10 chapter or 6 chapter in one document, because when you want to sometimes you want to just focus on third chapter, you want to block first chapter, second chapter and subsequent chapters. So how to block, then instead of writing it in one text file, all these documents will be generated first as a text files. So instead of writing that, you can make for each of the chapter, you can make one text file. Okay, and then instead of writing all these document classes for other chapters which are not required, so only for main file you will have to write this file, and afterwards you can include additional text by this command slash input file name dot text. Sometimes dot text is also not required, just file name. Then these are very important command, you should remember it. These are very simple. When you want to start section, you can start slash section. Whatever you want to give name of the section, you can enter here. Automatically it will start taking numbering. You don't have to give number of the numbering of section as per the chapter title, etc. It will automatically take. Then subsections, under that if you want 1.1, automatically after subsection whatever you are taking subsection it will have. If after that if you start again section, it will take 2, and then whatever subsections you will put under that, it will be 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, etc. So likewise it will have chapter, for chapters also it will take in a similar manner. Then there is a like title, author, footnotes, these are some of the commands. Then there is a make title for display of title, authors, etc. It comes under paper. Then this is best part, like table of contents. So you don't have to search where on which page which table I have kept. So automatically with single command it will create the list of table of content. That means it will create the number of table number, title of the table, or you can with a caption, and then page number of the table. So with single command, that's the beauty. And you don't have to worry if you change the table sequence, etc. Automatically it will rearrange, it will change page number, etc. Which is very painful in Word, and I'm sure people make lot of errors in that. So here you will have advantage of this. So then there is a list of table. You will get the list of table and then list of figures, and this is the table, I'm sorry, this was table of content. That is automatically table of content will be generated, automatically table of list will be generated, sorry, list of table will be generated, automatically list of figure will be generated. Then this is next important command is something called as label. As I told you, you can do the label, you have to use some kind of marker of your choice, and that label will be referred in the text. For example, I am there is, when we will go to figure or table, I will tell you. So there is you have to use this label command. Automatically that will remember. For example, this is table number 20. So slash label tab 20 I will. So that tab 20 keyword I will use it in text saying slash ref tab 20. So that way whatever table number I don't have to worry. Automatically that table number will come in my text. So that is the good part. Then similarly you can refer the, so here there is a rep command. So whatever marker name is there, here marker name should come when you are referring. Then there is itemize command. So if you want to write something as a 1, 2, 3 or dot 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 something like that, you can use it as a itemize. So here is a you can do this way, like begin itemize, end itemize. So it will create an environment of itemize slash items, whatever, once you say slash item, it will start as a new item, and this will be apple, something like that. Then there is item orange, item will start. Then you will see like this, like apple and orange. Then you can, if you want to number, you can, instead of itemize, you can use that as a enumerate, or you can put in this here as in a square bracket 1, 2 or 3. Automatically it will take as a 1 and 2. Then this is called as environment. In general, you should remember something called as environment. So every environment begins, and that environment should n. And then there are several types of environments like itemize, center, abstract. So this you have to, instead of name, you have to put it as a begin itemize, end itemize, begin center, end center, begin abstract, end abstract, something like that. Then you can put like groups and codes, results, etc. So I will not focus much. You can do the alignments like begin flash right, flash end. So it will shift to the right side, it will shift to the, so if sometimes you want to change environments in between, total document may have different environment, some of the paragraphs may have different environment, so that way also you can change. So for example, here you can see right aligned. If you put plus right, it will go to right. If you plus left, it will go to plus left. If you put center, it will put to the center. Then you can change, there will be general font, whatever 12 point, 10 point, 11 point. Apart from that, in between, if you want to change the size of the font, you can use these commands. Like within curly bracket, you can put text. Before start of text, you have to put something like /tiny, script size, footnote size, small, normal size, large, huge, huge. You can note the difference here. LARG, small LARG. Accordingly, the font size will change. Okay. Here this is a standard format, hello world program, you can see that. Then next comes tabule, how to make tabular form or table. So there is again begin tabular, end tabular. So begin tabular, end tabular. In this there are some more options. If you can see, these standing lines will create if you want vertical lines. And then here whatever dash is there, in between you have option of LRPC. What is LRPC? So it will make the automatically adjust to the left justified, right justified. And if you want to select the size of the column, you can use P and 4.7 centimeter if you want to have specific size of the column. Otherwise, it will take automatically according to size of the text or size of the content. If you want to give specific size, then it will come as a P 4.7, etc. And then C for the center of the text. So LRPC, you can, whatever you want, you can use it. If you want vertical line, then you put this, otherwise you remove it. And here you should remember, whatever number of columns are there, that many number of LLL or PPP or something like that. If you have 3 columns, minimum 3 this thing should be there, otherwise error will come. If you have 3 columns, if you put 10 L's, it will not create error. But if you have 3 columns and you put 2 L's in this curly bracket, it will show error. How I remember this? After a lot of practice, you will remember this. So don't have to worry or read it. Once you attend presentation, you will start making documents. It's very easy. Then how to separate the rows? You have to use AND. Okay. How to go to next line? End row // and how to make H line, don't worry, automatically if you go to that compiler, automatically it will give you standard format of table. So nowadays you don't have to even remember this, and on / automatically it comes, and this way you will do that. And then if you want to put horizontal line, there is a command /h line. Then comes example of table. Begin table, end table. It will have begin tabular, end tabular. So it will be double column LRC, H line, date and price. You will see that final result will look like this. So that is date and price and size, yesterday, 5 big, etc. Okay. So that way it will come. And then you will have you can put some kind of floating objects, etc. These are higher level options, you can see afterwards, I will not go into that. So here you can have the figure, how to keep the figure. So you will have to keep the figure in that same folder. Usually you can have EPS figure, nowadays it accepts JPEG figures also, but high quality images are EPS figures, etc. So yes. So begin figures, these are PS files, you can adjust width or size, etc. And then you can give the caption of figure, and you can label the this figure, so that here can you see the labeling, so you can refer it in text like /ref figure. So automatically this will take figure number, that will take automatically figure number, and then it will be end of the figure. Okay, then you can use packages like EPS fig, etc. And then you will have here EPS fig, so you can change the styles, etc. Then how to put the bibliography? It's a very simple. The bibliography should start with begin bibliography and end bibliography. Begin bibliography and end. Here you have to put some number like 99 or 999. I don't know why it is, but it is like that. And then each of the your this thing you can put either like this or in the form of database. I told you you can create database, and .bib file will be there and it will compile together. When you will go higher level you can learn that, but if you don't want to create that database, etc., for time being only you want to give the references, then you can give. So here what is this? This is a key, that means you want to refer it in the text. So this one actually in curly bracket, this is a key. So blank, this whatever this rectangular part you will be writing, if you want to refer, that text will also come here, or if you want to refer this, it will give the number of that reference. Then whatever way you want to write your reference, you can write it here. So this key is important. Whatever you want, like for example PM, usually how I write the first three letters of author name and then year of publication, so that remembering become easy when you are referring in the text. And this will be referred as a /site. It will not be referred as /ref, but it will be referred as a /site. And then you can use packages. There are several packages for references. As per the name of the journal, they give ready references. Automatically, it will. Some people want number, some people want author name and year, etc. Referring styles are different, accordingly styles of reference. So as I was telling you, database. So this way database can be created automatically. Nowadays you can download the databases. So whatever article is there, in front of that article you will have choice of database. If you click, it will be readily available in this format. You can copy paste it in your database, so you don't have to even type. So then this will be like author name, etc., automatically styles. And then once you have it in database, you don't have to worry what way journal is asking. Automatically, if you say change this style, Chicago style or some other style, automatically referencing whether year should be first, or your author should be first, or article name should be first, that will be done automatically. Okay, so there are, like as I told you, we have to cite like this. Automatically it comes either this way or numbers. Next comes very important part, that is maths, and that's why people prefer this for the maths. So for example, you have to you can refer maths. This maths you can refer by creating maths environment. How you can create maths environment? It will be by begin equation, end equation. And if you begin equation, end equation, or you can say eqn array. That means if you have 10 equation and you want to give only one equation number, so it will be automatically done that way. So in the array form of equation, usually if you want maths book or something like that. So then if you want to refer it in the text, if you want to refer it in text, sometimes you want to refer small equation or symbol, so you should write between $2. So please remember, two way you can refer the symbolic language. One is you can refer it in the text as an in the equation environment. By equation environment, automatically it will start giving numbering. And then there is option, if you don't want number, you can say slash no number. If you say slash no number, automatically it will remove number also. Otherwise it will start giving numbering 1 2 3 4, or if it is in a thesis etc., it is in 3.1 3.2 as per the chapter number etc. Okay, that way you can do it. And then it will generate, after compilation, it will generate DVI file. So it will generate DVI file, which you can see it in the some kind of viewers as a XDVI etc., which are really readily available in the Linux environment, or nowadays they are available in Word. And then you can convert it into that DVI file. So what is the flow? So first text file will be there. After compilation, it will generate DVI. You can generate DVI to PS or directly DVI to PDF. Or nowadays there are PDF latexes are available. Sheer Latex uses directly PDF latex compiler. That means it will directly jumps from text to PDFs. It will directly jump from text to PDF. So conclusions. What is that? Latex is optimal for master and PhD thesis. Mathematic formulas are easy. Use of BibTeX search engine, and considers converting PostScript files into PDF. So that's the good part. So now quickly I will show you some of the tutorials how to make use of there is a good website, something called as sheerlatex.com. You can use this website sheerlatex.com. It's a very easy. You can register on this website so that you can it will store automatically. It's a free website as long as you are not sharing with others. If you want to do sharing form of documents, like 10 users are there writing one document, then only it is paid. For individual single user it is free, but nowadays we are using it in a shared manner by sharing password. So that is another trick, you can do that. So let me show some registration. You can do it on register. You can put your some email address. It is not required to have correct, but I'm putting correct. Let me see whether I have registered this. So okay, I have done registration. Okay, it is registered already, I guess. So very simple, just you have to give you some username and password. You have to remember that for reusing it. Okay, and then there are ready templates are available. So ready templates are available. I will log out now, and I will, so you can log it in from your logins. I have a lot of examples here, that's why I have logged in here. So you can start new project by clicking on new project. So you can see your earlier projects also here. Then you can share with you, all projects are there. And then there is a new project. If you click, you will get several options. There is a blank project, there is example project. You can upload your projects. Then you can import some of this. Then there are templates also. For example, there is, you can prepare your resumes etc. If you click on this, you will have several formats of resumes. For example, these resumes are there. If you click somewhere here, you will get, it's a text file. You can add it, put your name, all other things are readily available. You don't have to worry that about that. So let me go back to again to templates. So okay, then if you click on new project, here there is a cover letter etc. if you want to learn letter writing, so a lot of practice we are taking here. There are standard forms of letters available. Then you can have journal articles, you can prepare presentation also, you can write thesis, you can have bibliographies, etc. So what should we start, journal article or blank? Okay, so if you can have blank, then you will see that you will have to create. So may I will put as a trial 1. Okay, I guess it will automatically take it as a text, dot text. So automatically it gives you your body of the article. So where you have to write is after introduction. If you want to make title, you can write here as a, already it is there title. You can change title name, trial. I will change here as a trial. What is that? Trial article for Tito real of what? Latex. Tutorial of latex. Author, my name, it has taken automatically September 2016, and it has done that. Okay, then it has started like begin document, make the title, then it has started introduction. So already introduction is given. So let me teach you how to write various stuffs in the latex. What are here full stop, what are the different environments? Let's focus one. So let me begin, let me show the itemize. So if you start begin, automatically it will show you different environments, so that's a good part. Okay, let me start. What is that? Itemize. Okay, if I click on itemize, it will show you sample also, so you don't have to remember command. So what are the things we will be studying? Let's say itemize is one thing we will be studying. Next item, what we will be studying? Equations, how to write. Okay, how to write equations. Then slash item, how to write, how to make tables. Okay, then what is next we will be studying? How to make, or what is that, how to add figure. That's it. What else? And then how to, so we will set syllabus and study accordingly. We will set syllabus. So it will be equations item, how to add figures, etc. And then how to add equations. Okay, how to add equations. Okay, so these pointers we will be studying quickly. Okay, so itemize already you have studied. Now how to compile, so you should click on PDF. So if you do recompile, automatically it will compile. Can you see it in itemized form? Then if you want to change it in number form, so you can put as a like a 1 2 3, it will take number. If you want to give some text also to that, you can give it like type 1, type 2, type 3, etc. instead of number. You can say type 1, type 2, etc. Then if you compile, you will see the changes. Is it clear? Okay, can you see that? Then now quickly let me show next part, that is how to write equation. Okay, so I will start with begin. Equation. Okay, so you can, it will automatically come as a begin equation. So what we will write? Let's write slash delta. I will write simple equation is equal to slash frac, frac. So what is meant by frac? So if you want to write denominator and numerator something, 3x square plus 5 raised to 2x divided by 2 slash pi. So if you see this equation, you can find the equation. Can you see that? So it will be 3x square. So can you see x square when you write? It's not very difficult. It is, you can automatically learn most of the things you have studied, so you can guess it. So whenever you have to write some symbol like Greek letter, you have to write slash, pi, gamma, eta, beta, same English spelling. No magic. So only this. So if you want to see in Google, a lot of notations are available. Whatever you want, you can write. So that is about equation. Next comes slash begin table. You can create matrix using tabular form in the equation. When table and this comes, you can study more tutorials about that. I will not tell, but just I am giving it. You can add matrix by using tabular part. So slash begin right, slash begin left, etc. You can see that. So what is that? Slash begin table. So if I put here, automatically all the table related things will come. So there are, in the table there is a tabular environment. So what does this table environment does? It decides the caption and label. It decides the caption and label. And what does this tabular environment do? It puts the array form. It puts the array form. That tabular environment, you can use it in equation also if you want to write matrix, etc. So for example, here we have added as a center. So I will make some table. So you can write, maybe I will write here 2, 3. So next line it will come as a 4 and 5. So I have now table of 2 by 2. I have now table of 2 by 2. Now you will see, if you compile this, you can see the table. Some caption is there. You can see here error is there or warning will come here. By reading that, you can correct. It is saying that you have not given where that table should appear. So here you can put HTBP. Okay, what is H? H means here, T means top, B means bottom, P means present, whatever. So it takes HTBP, etc. And you can put accordingly. If I put H, so it will put accordingly. Okay, so that way you can do. And now if you can see here in this table, there is a no horizontal line, only vertical lines are there. How to give this horizontal lines? And another good part you can do in this software is that you can click on this PDF, automatically it will go to that text. So wherever you want to do change, it will go there. So you don't have to search where you want to change. If you click in that PDF, it will go there. So for example, here I want to put now horizontal line slash H line, and then here you can have slash H line, and then this will be slash H line. Okay, and then if you compile again, this will come as a, so I'm missing horizontal line here at bottom, so one more H line. So where is that? So why I am missing it? H line, it's there. Okay, so I have missed what I have missed. So here I have missed this one. So that's why it is showing error. And this is good software. You don't have to go back. Why? What is the error? Also, it will show you your rule is not matching, etc. It will show you. So you can do that, and then again you can compile. Even with error, also it will do this thing. Okay, can you see that? And it's not only numbers, but you can add some text also. You can put some red, okay, and maybe black, okay, and you can go to next line. You can put here H line, so you will see another thing here. So automatically with the size of text, width of the table will change. And you can also add in this, as I was telling you, in the text you can add some equation, for example. So how you can do, without writing begin equation, end equation, you can write by putting begin $2. So if you do that, automatically it will come there, red x square, you will see that. So can you see that? So that's it. So let's go to the next point, that is make tables over. Now we have to add figures. We have to add figures. So how to add figures? So here, and then here this is the label. So I don't want this big label, so I will put maybe tab 1, and then I will refer here. I can write some text in the table number. So which table number, I don't know. So what I can do, ref here, this key I have to add here, that is tab 1. We have given description about red and black color. Okay, so that way if you do that, you will see that table number will appear automatically, one table number. If you see, if you change number of tables, this number will be different. So for example, if I copy it, and here I will give label here different, and if you see that, this table number will automatically change to table number 3 or something like that. I have done some error, so automatically 3 times I have copied. Okay, so next I will show you how to add figures. So let me add some slash begin, what do you call, figure, yeah, slash begin figure. Automatically it will take slash include figure. Now what we should do here, I forgot the command. What is that? Figure name, figure equal to we have to write. So figure equal to, figure equal to, so here what you have to write, file equal to figure name, and then you can add width or scale, etc. So let me go back here. Okay, so now include graphics, file equals to, now you have to first keep the figure in this. So what is option here? Here can you see there is a upload. Now you can pull and drag all the figure whatever you want to upload, or you can go particular figure. Now I may disclose some of my figures. So what is that? Any figure where I will get JPEG files. I will put my pictures. Yeah, photos. Okay, let me take my photo. Good. Where is that? It is at uploading. So you can rename if complicated photo is there. PMP1 I am adding. So let me try putting here pmp1.jpg. Okay, that's it. Another 5 minutes, we are done. All the things we have studied. So no luck. What we miss? What is missing? Let me remove this. File equal to, should we? File equal to, I guess .jpg is also not required. Oh, what we miss? File equal to slash. What it is saying? Undefined control sequence .jpg, then scale equal to comma scale equal to 0.5. If not, I will show it from my other document. Let's try last chance. No, what is missing here? Slash include graphics, some file is missing, slash use package EPSfig. Okay, so maybe let me use package slash use package. What is that? EPS. What was that? Okay, let me show it from other because I have not included. So figure I will show you from other document, some other document. So let me go back here. You can see all other documents. So I will quickly show you one journal paper text so you will understand. So you can see here how figure is included. So what we missed, it was in square and then it comes like this, so something like that. Let me go back, trial, and try this. So you can copy, include graphics, so PMP1. You can see that percentage will block this, commenting will be done by %. So you can try this now, still no luck. Some style files we have to include, that's why it is not taking. So you can use directly some structure, then automatically it will take. So I will show you here. So 2 points I have to show. One thing is how to include figure. For example, here you can see begin centering. Here additional sub figure is there, normal figure. Figure number 12. So you can put by include figure and you can put the file. Okay. So only thing is I have not added the use package, something like EPSfig etc. So that's why it was not showing. Then I will show you bibliography, how it is created. You can see here begin by big item, and that way you can add. Then you can see the complicated tables you can add etc. That's it. What we have covered all the points. Anything we miss as per our agenda? So let me check what we have to cover and what we have covered. Like we have studied how to itemize, write equation, make table, add figures, add equations. I have taught you. That's it. You can practice a lot. Thank you for your patience.